episode 1, right?
On my way, move episode 1.
I look like such a tool, dude. First video in a tank top is...
Well, explain why.
Okay, so...
Because this is everyone's first impression of you.
I know, this is a crazy first impression.
Do matter, so go ahead.
Okay, so we filmed an entire bracket for the Last Time Is Now tournament. Before this, we wanted to get the brunt of that done. It is hot in this garage. I decided to wear a sweater because I thought I looked good in it. And I think you guys can decide that when episode 2 comes out. But yeah, I was sweating real bad. So now this is what you get.
Hey, if you guys are familiar with us, we're Run the Play RTP. If you are familiar with us, you've seen me in a wife beater like that thousands of times because of how hot it gets in this garage.
So they're desensitized.
Yeah,
okay,
they know it.
Cool.
If you're new here,
sorry,
which you probably are, you're just gonna be looking at John's arms. Which, hey, I like the view, shorty.
Hey, but I'm not European though.
You're not Hey,
that's his thing as Europeans. We've established that.
That's a
You have to watch episode 2 to figure that one out.
Yeah. Wait till Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday you'll see that. But today we're going to be going through This Week in Wrestling.
Yep.
It's our new show. And we're going to be talking about SmackDown, Raw, NXT, and AEW. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you stick around, leave a like, leave a sub. We're trying to build our wrestling community, man.
Yes,
I do feel like wrestling content is getting kind of stale, kind of lazy. So let's step up. We're obviously, if you guys know me, you know that my ball knowledge is to the moon on basketball and football. Wrestling, I think I watch the most of out of everything, more than like the typical sports.
We talk about it a lot.
Yeah. So
actually, you guys do know him. This is Anthony.
Yeah.
And I am John.
I didn't name drop. You're right. Fuck. RTP ANT NHD.
I was gonna say because they know you, but like I'm John. I'm also, I might say some like little tidbits here and there because I am currently doing some wrestling training. So if I drop some things in here and there, that's what that is. But
that's ball knowledge.
Ball knowledge, yeah. I'm putting you guys on. No, don't worry. Kayfabe is still real.
So obviously you clicked on this video because you saw the title. We're gonna be talking about This Week in Wrestling, but we're gonna be talking about mainly what happened on SmackDown, man. We're gonna kick it off with that. What happened on SmackDown?
Man.
It was an interesting show for sure, but I think the headline of that show, LA Knight versus mystery opponent.
This could be such a disappointment.
It definitely.
It really could be such a disappointment, but they have everything. They have every possible answer to have a good match and a good surprise.
So I know who it is. I'm telling you now. I know who it is, and we talked about it on last week. So you're gonna have to act like you don't know who it is. Who I think it is.
I have no idea.
Good, nice honesty, but I do have a list of names here, and I want to see would you be I think these names are all not disappointments. Let me start.
They're not.
The names that I have on my list. So you have to let me know if you'd be disappointed if you saw these guys versus LA Knight. Okay.
No, I mean the person you chose was not a disappointment, but you have other names. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you don't know who I chose, because that happened. That's on Wednesday. This is Sunday.
That was Wednesday. Today's Sunday. Yeah, today's Sunday.
Edge. I think is gonna be everyone's first thought. LA Knight versus Edge. I don't think it'll happen, but I don't think it'll be a disappointment if it were to happen. Edge and Jericho. I'll get those out the way.
Edge and Jericho. Honestly, I'd rather see Edge versus LA Knight than Jericho versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
I like Jericho. I'm kind of a current Jericho hater, not gonna lie. I think he should be a manager. And maybe like occasional. He still works a hell of a lot better than MVP, my God.
I was about to say he's white MVP.
Boy! Yeah, dude, that was a brutal match, MVP, but that's different company. But yeah, I would not be disappointed with Edge. I would be disappointed with Chris Jericho.
Really?
Like, come on, why we got that? Like, Edge is Unk status. He's Gramp status. Chris Jericho is. I think there's room for
something better.
Something better.
I got some other names. These guys don't work for WWE either, but I think these are more realistic options. I think Dolph Ziggler and Matt Cardona versus LA Knight, and I think your prediction was Cardona, correct?
Well, my prediction is Matt Cardona, not versus LA Knight.
Okay.
But when you see our video, we made our tournaments based off of just what we wanted, not based off what's been announced. Yeah. But just reacting to that, I think Matt Cardona and LA Knight will put on a great match if it's Matt Cardona. Unfortunately, I love Matt Cardona, and I like the idea of him just progressing through because of the story with John Cena. I think more realistically it will be Matt Cardona. Ziggler could be a chance, I think too, but
Ziggler would get a pop too.
Yeah, I do think I do think that is my prediction. I do think it'll be Matt, and I think LA Knight's gonna win.
Okay, let me give you some currently signed WWE guys. Okay, Trick Williams. We could kind of rapid fire this.
I don't think they would have sold it like that.
Okay.
They would have just said it. Oba could be someone they'd sell like that.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis, right? Is Nick Aldis said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oba, I would love to see that, and LA Knight should never win that match. Oba just lost his championship. We haven't seen him in a bit. LA Knight should not win that match, but I think that's why Oba shouldn't. Because LA Knight shouldn't be losing.
LA losing to Oba would be a good catalyst for a heel turn.
But LA Knight needs to stop losing.
That's what I'm saying. That could be a heel turn. Where LA
for LA Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, what's left for him? The face thing isn't working, isn't getting him gold.
I feel like it's got him over, but it's like they're just screwing him like Drew as a heel. Where it's like the heel shit kind of got Drew to another level. But
like, why are these guys becoming bad guys? It doesn't work for them.
This is my knock with WWE. I feel like AEW rides the hot hand. WWE rides like whatever they think is just gonna sell. You know, Punk, Cody, Seth. Which is cool, but I just think it kind of...
Just Hunter Hearst Helmsley booking.
It puts you in a headlock for the future, bro.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if LA Knight was hot right now, then we would talk about that shit for a couple of years. But like...
They should have, back when he first started getting hot, pushed him.
I agree.
And even just let him be like, kind of like Jay. Let him have the championship for not that long.
Yeah,
just
test it. Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest solidified himself as a guy for me. And I wasn't a Damian Priest guy until he won the belt. His title reign was very good.
Then he had good matches too.
All good matches.
Even that crazy botch where his ankle got caught up in the rope.
Dude, that I think... Is this crazy to say? No, it is crazy to say, but I'm going to kind of...
Say it anyways.
I don't believe this. I think Punk vs. Gunther was the best match for the World Heavyweight title. The second best one to me was Damian vs. Drew. I thought that match was so fucking good. And like, it was in Scotland, no? And Drew still lost?
That's kind of how it goes.
It was somewhere, though, where Drew should have lost, and everyone was like, oh, we know Drew's winning. And Damian still won. I was like, dude, this guy is like...
Damian can work, and then, like, you said something off camera about him getting Hulk Hogan booked.
Yeah, with
Drew just took out Alistair and took out Drew, and did he also take out Cody?
No, he was, like, standing side. He saved Cody. It was
it'd be funny if he just also took out Cody.
I thought he was good. He was
drops the
standing
leg.
Cody.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with him. Javon is someone that I think wouldn't be like booked as a mystery opponent. I think they would just announce him. But Roman, I think, is kind of realistic in this because we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, Roman would be good to be in this. They have a lot of history.
Yeah.
A lot of history. I didn't even consider Roman for some reason, but I don't know if Street Fighter filming will allow for him to be here for a tournament.
I think the most realistic guy is Gunther.
Yeah.
And
as a surprise?
Yeah.
Gunther versus LA Knight would be a banger, but then once again, LA Knight's going to lose.
And let me tell you who it's going to be, right? And you...
Yes, obviously.
It's Rob Van Dam. It's Rob Van Dam versus LA Knight. And this is why. Rob Van Dam 1 is the easiest not working with WWE guy to get. He's not with AEW. He's not on contract anywhere. It's not TNA. It's a legend.
That'll be a mega pop too.
There's John Cena familiarity there.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be LA Knight.
Oh, that's true. ECW. I forgot. Yeah. John Cena wins, we riot. And
literally, it's like one of Cena's best feuds, pretty much.
Literally.
You know? So
and then, Edge was involved in that too.
You have that. You have that aspect of it. 1 and 2, and fuck it. There wasn't much to talk about on NXT, but I think this was. They talked about Rob Van Dam so much on NXT this week, and the segment after, they were talking about the tournament. I just feel like that slots him in to be this opponent for LA Knight.
They're like sneakily trying to like subconsciously sneak him into the conversation.
Is there anyone else other than these 10 guys that could be in the match?
Dwayne Johnson.
But I'm saying, like, if
Travis Scott actually.
If they did anyone other than these 10, it would be a disappointment.
It's LA Knight and Travis Scott.
What if it's R-Truth?
Honestly, if it's Ron Killings, I wouldn't mind.
If it's Ron Cena, I wouldn't mind.
If it's Ron Cena, I also wouldn't mind.
But other than that, SmackDown was a very interesting show this week. I saw a lot of people mad about it. I enjoyed watching the show. It kicked off with Alistair and Cody Rhodes talking. And me personally, and even the bit of their match, it was like 10 minutes because it ended in shenanigans and Drew McIntyre getting suspended.
How many matches ended in distraction shenanigans? Like
how many WWE matches? I would say 80%.
No, I mean like tonight. I don't think there was. I can't think. Was there any clean match finishes?
Was Ilya Gargano clean?
Ilya Gargano was clean. No, there was people ringside, but
I think it was clean.
I think the finish was clean.
That was the only one though. Yeah, you're right. The finish was clean.
There was. I think there was BS on the apron at some point, but I don't think that had to.
It was like
finish.
right away.
But it didn't have to do with the finish.
I'll say I love Aleister Black's character right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't an Aleister Black guy.
When he came back, or in general?
Majority of the time. Like, I know he's a great wrestler, but I hate the superhuman characters in wrestling. You know, unless you're The Undertaker. Even I didn't love The Fiend. That might be a hot take, but I just thought it...
Damn, you didn't like The Fiend?
I don't
What do you mean superhuman? Oh, you mean like the spooky wookie type of stuff?
I just think
okay.
It's stupid.
I thought you meant like the selling. I thought you meant like... I was like, what do you mean? The Fiend lost every match. He's nowhere near inhuman.
I hate this, like the fireballs and like...
I get you, the spooky wookie.
They had the fucking Jack in the Box, like...
Yeah, like when they went backstage, when Bray Wyatt came back and he was bringing his crew back together and all of Gorilla's fucked up and then they don't even address it.
Yeah,
I get you.
I don't... Okay. It pulls me out too much.
That makes more sense. That's more for the kids, I feel.
Yeah, so Aleister Black being this kind of like dark character that's still grounded and still a human, and like Zelina Vega being a mouthpiece for him.
More martial art based.
I love it. Yeah, exactly. They always bring up the jiu-jitsu
Muay Thai, the jiu-jitsu background, yeah.
I love that more than...
Muay Thai kick to the head.
Yeah, more than anything with them. So seeing them in the match was cool. Drew McIntyre ends the show getting suspended. I don't know where they're going.
How many times has Drew been suspended for assaulting people? Just in general. Is that like number 4 or 5 now?
I have no clue.
Remember when he got suspended and then he just beat the shit out of Cody on the other side of the garage grate and it raised up and you just standing there with Cody's dead carcass on his shoulder?
Or was that was Punk, no?
Oh, it was Punk. Yeah, it was Punk. It wasn't Cody. Sorry, he's just assaulted both of those men so many times.
I don't know where they're going with this stuff. Like, are they going to run?
I just know LA Knight's not winning. So that's what I know. That's one thing I know for sure. Unfortunately, I used to be such a huge LA Knight fan. As in, like, I'm a huge fan of the guy who wrestles at. I don't even know his actual name.
Eli Drake.
Is that his actual name?
I think so.
Oh, Eli Drake. I'm a big fan of him and as a performer and his work. I think he's great. His promos are great. I know it's a little emulating the old Attitude Era stuff, but like, I don't like the character, how he's booked. I just don't think he wins anything.
Yeah.
Because he's not booked too.
It's dumb. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do that, throw him in the mid card and have him win.
Let him go for U.S. title. Let him go for IC title stuff.
And he was kind of killing it as that. And he was having matches and he was cutting promos. Like, you just kind of like, it's hard to take a guy like that serious. Even Drew now, it's like, it's easier to take him serious because he's a huge guy and he's been a world champion. But
I'm getting screwed and screwed and screwed and screwed. Like, it's just every night, every single time, it's the same thing. But like, he kind of is getting screwed.
But that's how they book it. Like,
it just gets old.
Have Drew win and then lose it in a month. Like, that's fine. I think that.
As you know, I'm super hot on Drew.
Yeah.
I wish he was a champion, but you're right. He's kind of suffering from LA Knight syndrome.
It's bad. Yeah, those two guys, I would love to see them team up. I would love to see them team up.
Gotta pour one out for Finn.
Pour one out for Finn.
Drew and LA Knight teaming up. Didn't they have actual heat? Remember, there was like something that happened.
I didn't know that. I had no clue.
I don't remember. Maybe we'll do a video on like real
wrestling
heat during like real beefs and heat that like when Cena called out Dwayne for the promo on his wrist.
That was insane. That was next.
It's a promo killer to cut it when he did it to
Roman.
Yeah.
And that's good for wrestling. I felt like Jade Cargill kind of had that this week on SmackDown too, where they book her as this monster. She comes out, says I'm that bitch, whatever, and then
that's it.
Takes a backseat pretty much to Charlotte Flair and Alexa.
It gets kind of like, and then like, both Charlotte and Jade should have just no-sold each other walking by, but they both like her going like.
Charlotte no-sold it, but Jade looked like a little sister. Like,
she's like, I'm the champion.
I'm the champion. Charlotte's like, I'm the champion too. Relax. Like, that is just such like, Jade Cargill loses so much authenticity from, and I don't know if that was booked that way or that was a character thing by both of them, because I could definitely see that too. Yeah. But
they're definitely gonna have to run that, Jade and Charlotte. But I really like the tag team.
And then I like the tag team too.
I like Charlotte and Alexa a lot. They're good. And then we had the NXT debut in the
Lash Legend in that match too. But real quick on Jade, I want to say this one last thing. I think that it sucks that she goes backstage and then starts punking everyone after that. Like, you look like a bitch out there, and then you're talking shit to B-Fab, Meechin, and Chelsea Green. Like, you are the world champion, and these are the people that you're talking with. Like, I don't think Jade squashing B-Fab next week is not going to make me think, like, Jade's such a monster. Like, it's B-Fab. If she did that, I really think she should have jumped Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
And if they're going to go that route, too, with her being that bully character, just going for the small fish, they need to commit more.
Yeah. Yeah, it was super late. They made her just look soft, but we had the debut of Lash Legend.
We did.
Lash Legend is someone that I thought was so misutilized in NXT. So I think pairing her with a pro like Nia Jax, who would have thought Nia Jax is putting over young talent? Putting over Tiffany Stratton and Lash Legend.
It's
now?
rare to find a Nia Jax fan, but I'm a Nia Jax fan.
I like Nia Jax too.
I like her too, and the work she does is very good. Everyone on the roster loves her.
Yeah.
I think that's enough for me to be like, okay, she's obviously the fans aren't seeing something.
It was the old injury stuff, I think. She used to injure a lot of people, but that was like 2018, 19.
Literally pre-COVID.
So we're holding grudges, guys.
And then didn't people try to blame her for Jade's eyebrow split on the steps? Was that Nia that threw her into it? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember it. I don't remember that.
People were like, "Oh, she's dangerous" or whatever. Whoever it was, and I was like, "No, Jade, that's not how you take a bump." Here we go. This is some
talk your background.
In that instance, when she wasn't thrown, Jade threw her own face into the steel. Like, you're not being thrown, and her hands were there too. So if she wanted to make it look good and bring her face in close, but she got hit. It happens. It's metal, It's not very forgiving. If you hit that even lightly, that'll split you open. Like, elbows will do that, and this is skin and bone. Like, what do you think a sharp corner of metal will do to your face? Even if you hit it lightly, like, it happens. And people were like, "Fire Nia Jax." I do think it was Nia Jax. If I'm wrong, and I remember they were upset at whoever did it to Jade. But I'm like, Jade's the one who threw her face into the steps. You're in control of your own bump at that point. Now, if it was like a Rey Mysterio when he was in the stretcher and Big Show swings him and Rey falls on his face, that's on Big Show to make sure that doesn't happen, that he doesn't fall on his face. And I remember that was an issue back then too. There was heat involved with that. It's all that. Like, that type of thing with Jade, I think that made her look like they should have rolled with her like when Becky Lynch broke her nose.
Make her look like a badass. They just fumbled.
Make her look like a monster. Like, give her, kind of, honestly, unfortunately, give her Bianca's gimmick.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair's gimmick. Like not like literally proceed with caution, but like.
Oh, you mean Naomi?
No, sorry, Bianca Belair.
You're
Sorry. You know what? I'm gonna donate now
You're canceled.
to all these charities. I meant to say Naomi.
I was like, bro, Jade Cargill should not be coming out there doing the. I was like, bro, what are you talking about?
Actually, talk about someone who needs a heel turn. Bianca Belair.
Well, she hasn't been around. I think Bianca Belair. I think they gave Jade the strap because Bianca's gonna be the one to beat her. Like, I think that's where they're going.
You think so?
That's what or they're gonna have Jade beat Bianca.
That'll be a good match.
And put Jade over.
So maybe that's why they're trying to force this heel turn for Jade. And it's just not working. It's not clicking yet.
I don't think Jade is a great, like, character
on the mic in general.
Yeah. I'm that bitch didn't even hit. Like, they definitely were like, go out there, simplify what you're gonna say.
She's a great worker. That's the thing, is that, like, I think you got to present her more lethal. You know what I mean? Like,
she's one of the wrestlers that I think needs a manager. Like, if she had
Paul Heyman.
If she had this is something I love with wrestling. When you have just someone, their manager's clearly taking advantage of them and they don't care, and the manager's like, "Well, I have Jade and she'll fuck you up," like, go get her. That, I think that's so sweet. Where, like, Umaga, like, you just Umaga Jade and you're good. You give Jade and Armando Estrella.
or go the opposite direction, like Alberto Del Rio's manager, just like the old manager, Alberto Del Rio.
Give her Rick Boogs.
Oh God, you and Rick Boogs the second episode.
The next episode's the second episode.
This is the first episode.
Got you.
Maybe it's not the European man, it's the mustachioed.
It's the Rick Boogs.
Rick Boogs, man, that mustache makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, I think Jade has a lot of potential, but I think her booking is bad. She's great. I think she's fine. Like, as a performer, she does everything right, except for stopping herself from getting hit in the face with steps. But the presentation's weird. Her being this bully to, like, lower mid carders for no reason, and you're the champion.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be. You're right. You shouldn't be rolling around with these people right now. You should
get a big fish. Go beat a Charlotte. Go beat an Alexa. Someone proven that doesn't need a win. That's what I think.
Unless it's a gimmick. Unless we're jumping the gun and that's the gimmick now, where she's just gonna keep challenging mid carders, and that's like the funny part.
And that's fine. I think one thing with wrestling, I feel like lately they've been scared of doing bad things. Like, everything is super safe. Like, for me, and I love Ilya to death, I hate the promo Ilya cuts before every match. It makes me cringe every time. But I'm cool with it because it's like, let some things be bad that I could laugh at and be like, that was cringy. Like that's
I'm a bigger fan of post-match promos, but they never really like to do those.
I like those too, but Ilya, you will be entertained by Bane. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up and have the. Let's hear Johnny Gargano come out.
It would work as a heel. Which is he trying to play a heel?
No, it's just like a cutthroat babyface, I think.
That's what I'm saying, is that like he's not even really trying to play babyface either. It's just he's so good at what he does that everyone cheers him.
They just are like, go out and give us a banger, please.
That's the one thing about Ilya, which is why. Oh, almost spoiled. Never mind.
Oh,
never mind.
That's a little. Wait till Wednesday.
That's a spoiler. That's a little spoiler.
And that's not a prediction. That's a
spoiler. Yeah. I think the Jade stuff just needs to be repackaged a little bit, or maybe just progress the story a little further to like let us know what direction you're going with her, because right now it's like, what's going on?
I feel like Mariah May, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer all went straight to NXT. I think Jade Cargill needed that.
Jade needed to be there and dominate.
Yeah, just let her get her promo up, because that's the only thing for me where I just don't really take her serious when she talks, because I'm like, you don't seem
learning how to
confident.
talk and everything like that is so important, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Like we have promo school coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
terrified.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
I think you got it, bro.
You just be mean, but like that's not fun. Like, these guys are so nice that I work with, and I'm like, you suck at what you, like. I don't want to do that.
Just CM Punk them. Just bury them at promo school.
Exactly.
Where you're like, didn't your mom die? And everyone's like, bro.
I checked your Facebook, by the way.
It's a promo school. like Christian. You had a father, but that bitch is dead. It's
dude, I didn't keep up with the Christian Cage stuff in AEW. That blows my mind, his gimmick. And then you showed me that clip of Edge trying to be like, dude, chill out.
And the crowd's like, yeah.
And he's like,
are sick fucks.
And he's just sitting there like, I'm gonna say it. It's so good.
He's the best. But I feel like we kind of blew over Lash Legend a little bit. Lash Legend working under Nia Jax, I think, is going to be great for her. The promo they cut after, if you saw that, was very good.
I didn't see the promo.
It wasn't anything like groundbreaking, but it just seemed like something I would see on SmackDown, which is good from an NXT superstar to get caught up right away. She's actually, I don't know if they're dating or married, but she's with Trick Williams. Which, to me, that kind of signifies that Trick Williams is about to get caught up to SmackDown, too.
I hope so.
I think he needs it. He just
WWE does play ball more with people that have, like, families and stuff.
Yeah.
So I hope so. That would be really, really sick. And that would be perfect timing for, possibly maybe one of us has him in our bracket, possibly. You know?
Could be.
Maybe we'll see where he lands. But yeah, that would actually line up perfectly with the whole John Cena of it all, too. Him getting in there and mixing it up with some older talent.
We had a match that I didn't write down, and it was Rey Fenix versus Tonga, which I didn't really care about. But after that match, Shinsuke, Motor City Machine Guns came out, fought the MFTs. I feel like SmackDown needs War Games more than Raw. I think a War Games match could put Rey Fenix over the moon. Like, I think we could have it on Raw and sell tickets or whatever, but I would just much rather have a Punk vs. Braun match.
I'm also overseeing everyone in the MFT except for Solo Wrestle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that should have been Solo.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that should have been Solo.
But that's the funny part of Solo.
That he just never fights.
It's just like, you got him.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, it's like everyone has something to prove, but Solo hasn't won a fucking title other than the US.
He had that for like a little a flash in the pan.
And lost it to his fucking groupie who was under him.
And then now he's gone too.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Ray is great.
I think I don't love him, but I love him as a performer. Don't get me wrong. The character stuff, the presentation, I feel like needs a little work. But I think if he had a War Games match where he's doing that Rey Fenix shit we know he could do, that would put him in the upper mid card.
I mean, that's what made Bronson Reed pretty much where he's at now is him doing that thing off the top. Yeah. Breaking his ankle.
Mm-hmm. Tsunami everyone.
And he killed Ricochet. And that's what got him to AEW. He killed Braun Strowman as well. And Braun Strowman was like spitting out blood. Remember that?
Yeah.
So 3 tsunamis in a row. He
threw him through a car, right?
Yeah. And then he did the thing off the top and then came back and then now he's doing this stuff.
And before he got hurt, I'm pretty sure he was set to have a feud with Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship because it was going to be in Australia. Mm-hmm. But I think that like War Games doesn't have to be main eventers.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, exactly.
It should be a couple guys, but it should not be main event. It should not be full main eventers. I mean, sometimes it's fun when you have a lot of top guys, like when Evolution was a thing,
yeah, when you have the fun in it, sure. When it makes sense, yeah. But like right now, it doesn't need to. I also don't think there's enough for a women's War Games right now. They're gonna throw some shit together, but
there's not enough heels.
I just don't think you need to. We have a men's War Games, so we need a women's War Games. There should be years where there's just a women's War Games, you know. But it just.
If it makes sense.
If it makes sense. I just don't think that you have to do a gimmick match for everybody, other than like the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, because there's titles at stake. But having these matches where there's really nothing at stake, it's just for the love of the game. Even if they did like a Women's SmackDown versus Raw War Games, that would make more sense than what they're doing now.
Yeah, and then like I like the Women's War Games, but you have to have heels, and
it's just kabuki.
like for SmackDown, it's especially like.
It's Kabuki Warriors, Jade, Julia.
But Jade's kind of a tweener right now. Like she isn't.
I think she's locked in a heel. I think beating up Tiffany Stratton kind of put her there. Maybe Nia and Lash Legend now, but I agree with you. There's just not enough cemented like.
That's why Tiffany's reign was kind of fell flat because it's just she had no good feuds. But like who's she supposed to feud with?
Yeah, I think they should.
She beat all of them on the way up.
They should have gave her Julia. I think Julia. I have a take about Julia. I think the position Stephanie Vauquer is in right now should be Julia. Julia, to me, is a much better wrestler, and her presentation's a lot better.
And what's crazy, I don't understand, like, when you see Stephanie Vauquer talking, trying to speak in English, not on TV, she sounds so much better than when she's on TV. You can tell the pressure just is kind of, like...
Too much.
It's, like, it's a lot. Or maybe her just talking as herself is more natural, but when she's reading a script, it's, like... so yeah, it's really hard to connect with her on that aspect. She's a very good professional wrestler, but yeah, I see what you mean.
I think Julia's better though. Like Julia to me is in like it's like Io, and then I'd probably go Julia as the next best wrestler, unless I'm blanking.
Where's Asuka on your list?
Asuka's probably up there too somewhere. Asuka, like COVID Asuka, was my number one. It was like Asuka and Bayley were my two that were just like all bangers. But lately, I feel like Asuka's kind of when they brought Asuka back. And it felt like Asuka was about to go on a singles run. I was lit. And then they kind of like tame her down again.
And then on this heel turn, I actually like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm liking it, but it needs to go somewhere.
I need her to be singles though with Kairi. I think Kairi has like a second like. I love the Kairi character. I know everyone wants like the Kairi turn on her, but I think it's funny. Like just have fun. I loved. Did you see on SmackDown them with Charlotte and Alexa?
No.
Charlotte and Alexa went to like the doctors, whatever, because Alexa.
Oh yeah, when they got jumped. Yeah,
yeah. And then Austin comes in and pulls the mask down and sprays the mist. I was like, that's the wrestling shit that I think we need more of. There's so much like everything has to be so serious and
like someone's getting into an ambulance and the EMT's the bad guy.
Yeah,
and they're driving off and you see him get beat up. As
we're both fans of like racist wrestling too. Like it's like
that's crazy, but yeah,
like I don't know if that was the right word, but when you have like a Mexican superstar, you have like a Mexican superstar and then the American superstar, and he comes in waving the flag and he's just an asshole and then he loses. Like
it's just the cheap heat. It's getting people like. Like what was our we had a gimmick idea where he was gonna be my manager with these $100 bills that just say "Go fuck yourself" on them.
I'm still down to do that.
You know, and then like even other rage baity stuff, just making people mad because you get people to react. That's where it is. It's like Sergeant Slaughter all of a sudden being an Iraqi sympathizer. Crazy.
It's just like
fun with it. And incredibly racist stuff too. Like El Grande Americano started off as a racist thing, you know. It was in response to capitalize off of the whole Gulf of Mexico thing.
The AI videos.
The AI videos, the AI pictures and everything, and it was like capitalizing on like the alt-right memes of stuff. But then it just actually took over because Ludwig Kaiser is just that brilliant. Yeah. Well, sorry. I think it's
potentially. Allegedly.
It's been alleged.
Yeah, but let's pivot over to El Grande Americano. He had a match on Raw.
Yes, he did.
Raw this week. I feel like when I watched it, I was entertained, but thinking back on it, it was kind of a snooze.
It was a hit. It was hit and miss. It had its highs.
Yeah.
What was the main event again on Raw?
Punk versus Braun or Bronson. Punk and Uso versus the Brawns.
Yeah, it was the tag match.
And then Logan Paul came out, and now there's the whole Logan Paul.
It was the whole schmoz. The Logan Paul book started and ended it.
What we should hit on.
I even remember the match because the angle was what I remember.
It's like the same shit every week. But what we need to hit on is Logan Paul in the Vision, or is he just in there for War Games? What do you think?
I unfortunately think it's a tryout. So Triple H, I mean, like I just watched the Evolution documentary. They're talking about it, and they like would try out people. There was the other guy that they were going to replace Batista with when he got injured, and it just Batista wasn't really kind of clicking. He wasn't catching up. I think they're probably going to try it out if it's well received and they get actual heat, not go home heat. Like we don't want to see this guy like what Ronda Rousey got. If they get like actual heat, I think if you're going to make someone like Logan Paul, who's an outsider, who's all this talent in the world, put someone like Paul Heyman in his corner to guide him, I think there's going to be nothing but positives from that. Do I want to see it? Not necessarily. Do I think that's probably the best business move if you plan on having Logan Paul in your company for the next 10 years? Probably.
I actually like Logan. I mean, I might be in the fucking smallest minority ever, but I like Logan Paul, man.
The only reason why I don't like Logan Paul is for personal reasons.
He's a scumbag.
That's what I mean, is that like for me it's like you know when you're watching a movie and you just all of a sudden there's a scene that reminds you you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
I get reminded that it's a business. I get reminded that it's a product. I get reminded that this is a marketing thing every time that he's on screen, and I get reminded of like the Suicide Forest, the like he tased a dead rat one time. I'm just like, this guy's a fucking freak. Like,
yeah.
Like not even like anything horrible.
He's
like
just a white boy.
the crypto scams, everything like that. That like he's just kind of
he's a scumbag.
But he's an incredible professional wrestler.
And I think he's incredible on the mic. I mean, he went toe to toe with Cena on the mic. Like, I couldn't believe when I watched that. You know?
His promo actually on Raw was good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I thought it was good.
Only thing I didn't like he did on Raw was when he took the brass knuckles and he's like looking through it. I was like, that just made me cringe. I was like,
it was very much so the same energy when Darby Allin just poured water on his head on the Ariel Helwani. He was like, I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, alright, bro. Like,
it's like, relax. Dude, what are you doing?
Like, chill out. But this leads us into War Games, right? This is clearly the direction.
It obviously has to be War Games. So I don't know if it's going to go beyond that.
Let's fill this out, right? Right now, we know Jay and Punk is going to be on the babyface side. And we know Logan Paul, Braun, and Bronson will be on the heel side.
This Jay and Punk story just needs to end.
It needs to die. But my prediction to fill out the tournament, I think Drew will be on the heel side.
Yeah.
I think Cody will be on the babyface side. And I think Roman will fill it out. Because I think Roman will be on the show.
Come back?
Yeah, I feel like I saw promotion for him somewhere. But that's where I'm at with it. Other names, though, that I think could get involved, I think LA Knight is probably the easy, should be involved. Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn, I think, are three guys that I could see finding a way into this match.
I just get so frustrated because there's so many factions that I know are going to interfere with this War Games match. Like, there's the MFTs, if we want to get Solo in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's the Vision, all of the... It's... In the MFTs, I mean, if they want to fuck with Jay and Roman, like, that also could be a thing that they do.
They already did that, though.
But they could keep doing it. We know how they are. They triple dip, quadruple dip.
I don't think they would do that for War Games. I feel like War Games, they love... I feel like War Games, they treat...
It's kind of sacred. You're right.
It's a baby, you know? But who would be your fill out? Would you fill it out the same way I did? Would you throw LA
The babyface side, I agree with you. The heel side, I'm still wishy-washy on what. I think... I don't know.
And it could also be 5-on-5. We've seen 4-on-4 and 5-on-5.
I'm leaning more towards 5-on-5, and I think maybe LA Knight in there. But the heels, I'm honestly not sure. I think Drew will be there. Maybe Randy comes back for babyface side instead of LA Knight. But he literally did that for last year's when actually that was almost 3 years ago now.
That was the Punk year, right?
Yeah. It was the Swerve.
You know what they could do, which I could see? I could see them adding Damian Priest to the face side and adding
Alistair
to the heel side.
I could see that.
Because
that would be a great Alistair in a War Games match.
And Weppa King.
I'd even like to see Ilya.
Ilya in a War Games would be gruesome. Because I'm going to the show. If you guys are going to San Diego for the show, please hit my DMs. I would love to link up with you guys and talk wrestling, but I want to see an Ilya match on this. Like, Ilya, to me, I don't care about gimmicks and shit like that. I just want to see him go out there.
Honestly, if it's going to be 5, I'd rather have Ilya than LA Knight.
Yeah.
On the face side, Ilya in a War Games match would be crazy no matter who you're in there with.
He's probably been in one before in NXT? Because they were running them in NXT a lot more.
Oh, that's where it came from. I forget. Yeah.
Well, it came from like the '90s, like William Regal, but they brought it back on NXT, I think.
And it's like a Triple H thing, isn't it?
Or
no, it's a Dusty Rhodes thing. That's what
Dusty
it is.
Rhodes, yeah,
that's what it is. I was like, there's some old head that's like.
It's Dusty Rhodes and William Regal. Like,
yeah.
Two, like people that get credited, and then we'll talk about it later. But next Wednesday, AEW is having their version of it, Blood and Guts.
Mm-hmm.
But let's finish up with Raw. We also got teased with Ray vs. Dominic in San Diego. I'm hoping you said it, the retirement match. It'd be cool to be there and see that, man. Especially because listen, I had a trip making out the group chat. We had tickets bought and everything for John Cena's last match in Boston, and then they moved it to DC. And then we're like, we're not going to fucking DC to like go chill. Like we had a whole trip planned out. We had stuff we wanted to do.
In Boston is sick.
In Boston would have been so fun, but they switched it to DC. I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore, you know. So in December we would have been in Boston.
DC sucks.
What am I gonna do in DC? So now me and the squad are going to this in San Diego. I really hope we get a Rey Mysterio retirement match. I would love to for that.
But then, so remember, my fantasy booking too, and this kind of ties into the tournament.
Uh-huh.
If Rey somehow beats Dominic Mysterio and isn't retiring, gets the championship, that's a believable loss to someone like Sheamus to get the IC title, or anybody. You know what I mean? Getting the IC title involved. Because anything with Dominic immediately gets elevated for me, because like, that guy's got the IC title. That guy's got the Grand Slam. And I mean, if we're thinking it, we know they're thinking it.
For sure.
So it's one of those things that I'm like, how can this angle into getting Cena the championship?
You
know what I mean?
The way
I think Dom would be the one to lose to him.
If they run Rey vs. Dom, I don't think Cena's ending with the title.
I also don't think Rey would ever win. I don't think he would ever advocate for beating Dominic.
Unless it's like a retirement thing, maybe. But I think if the way we get Cena the title out of this is it's not Rey vs. Dom, and Rey is going to call in a favor from John Cena to put a whooping on his kid. Because Dom's beat Rey, twice now? Like it would make sense if he's like, I can't beat him because I'm old, I'm little, whatever. Can you go beat my kid in San Diego at Survivor Series? Because John Cena's going to be on that show. He's booked for that show. He might be on I would hate to see him in this War Games match, but this would make more sense for that.
Yeah.
And we have him on Raw Monday. So I think he's going to talk about the tournament, obviously.
His last Raw, yeah.
Last Raw, is it his last Raw, or is it just because it's in Boston?
I think it's his last Raw.
Fuck. Yeah, I got
because
I know it's his last time in Boston for sure.
Maybe he has another Raw. It's his last time in Boston for sure, yeah. But then the Saturday Night Main Event is his last thing,
show,
right?
Yeah, December 13th.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's the angle. If we get Dom versus Cena. My favorite line in this, though, is when Dominic said he's the greatest luchador ever, and Rey Mysterio starts listing luchadors, and he says Eddie Guerrero, and Dom's like, you keep my father's name out of your mouth. I was like, dude, Dominic just has it. He just gets it.
He keeps kayfabe. He's like one of the only people keeping kayfabe right now.
If he, you tell me 5 years ago when Dom was this baby face.
Oh, I hated him.
I would have been like, this guy's never going to make it. Like, he's going to be in accounting in 3 years.
Right, for real.
He is like the best young wrestler in the world right now.
And Dom, honestly, like he right now where he's at too, imagine he goes away for like a year or two or something like that, or he just starts bulking. Mm-hmm. He gets the Eddie Guerrero physique someday without the steroids. Wink, wink.
That's not going to work for me, brother.
I would love to see, like, because Dominic, he's so young and he's still got so much ahead of him. He legitimately, he will be the greatest Mysterio of all time, in my opinion.
Really?
I think he will be. He will be. Not right now.
You think we're looking at this the wrong way? You think this could be for Dom's AAA belt because they're doing the greatest luchador thing, and Rey Mysterio's never won the AAA title, even as someone who wrestled in AAA? I could see that.
It would be very Dominic Mysterio to be like, I'm only putting up one title. You can't have the IC one, even though he beats him, and then like that would be very heel to be like not putting both titles up.
Because I do think Rey needs to win this title before he retires. They've been teasing it all year. And I also think that could be your way to get Dom versus Cena for the IC.
Yeah, and then Rey getting a win over his son's kind of legendary.
Yeah.
Honestly, if my son was in there, I'd be like, I gotta beat your ass once.
Exactly.
You know, it's like actually from that perspective.
I don't know if he did. The WrestleMania where he was whipping him with the belt. Did he win or lose?
I don't remember. Can I Google that?
Go ahead. Quick Google search.
I
don't remember, but I kind of hope it's for the AAA, because if it's for the AAA, I would love to see Ray win. If it's for the IC, I'd be cool with Ray winning, because I love Rey Mysterio. It's hard to not like the guy, but I would have loved to see it. Other than that...
No, yeah, Rey Mysterio, he has not beat his father yet.
Really? Or son?
So, he has not beat his father. No, Dominic's never won.
Oh, really?
That's what Google said. ChatGPT can be wrong. I haven't really...
there you go.
Well, because it gives you the AI overview and Google stuff now. And it's not usually that accurate, but yeah, it says he lost. It says Dominic lost at WrestleMania 39.
Which I think makes sense. Let's look into the future a little bit now. We have a couple matches we know are going to happen down the line for the John Cena tournament. Rusev versus Damian Priest.
Banger.
Who do you have winning that?
Man, I like Rusev a lot.
I know you do. I can kind of tell. The way you talk about him.
Nah, dude's just scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's rare you have someone that's scary. But I think Damian Priest deserves the W. Former world champion. I mean, Rusev also is a former world champion, right? Did he ever win gold?
I don't think he did. Yeah, I know he's U.S.
Yeah, he was the U.S. champion
and
for a while.
And I think tag champs too.
But I think Damian Priest should win that.
I have Rusev winning. Just because of the next match.
I just think Damian Priest has been fucked over so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just...
I don't know, if it's the John Cena... I keep forgetting this. This is the issue I had in the other one. This is the John Cena tournament.
It's for Cena. No one wants to see Priest versus Cena.
It's Rusev.
Rusev would have some...
Rusev beefed with Cena so much. He came out on a tank. Remember that
shit is so cool.
Yeah, so actually it has to be Rusev because it's a Cena tournament.
This is why I think it's Rusev. The next match is Shinsuke versus Sheamus. And I think Sheamus is going to win that, and I think it's going to be like Sheamus versus Rusev.
Yeah.
Again, run that back. I think this match could be the best match of the whole tournament, Sheamus versus Shinsuke, because if they let Shinsuke go back to that New Japan type of style.
The strong style?
The strong style versus Sheamus, who kind of wrestles in a similar strong style, we get a banger.
Yeah.
We also have, we didn't talk about it, Miz versus Jey Uso. Who do you have winning that?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeet.
Oh, yeet.
Awesome.
That would be honestly the awesome yeet. That'd be their tag team.
Fuck that. Fuck that bullshit.
I came to yeet. No, I can't. No, I'm not looking forward to this. I feel really bad because we all know who's going over. But The Miz deserves better.
Give it a star rating prediction.
I think it's gonna be it's gonna look literally like Jay versus Jimmy. Like it's just gonna be super kick, super kick, super kick. Oh, he's gonna reverse the skull crushing. He's gonna reverse the skull crushing finale into off the ropes into a spear. 1, 2, 3.
The Miz does that little running clothesline where he sits there and he's like,
yep.
He's stupid. And then we didn't.
So Jay wins.
We didn't give a winner for this, but LA versus the mystery opponent.
LA's not winning.
Do you think it's Rob Van Dam? If it's Rob Van Dam, I think LA Knight wins.
I really don't know, dude. It's so out there.
If I give you $1,000, who would you put it on?
Who's winning? Or betting on who's gonna beat.
Yeah.
I mean, for surprise factor, genuine surprise, RVD would be fucking sick. Yeah. I just don't know if RVD's. I don't know if he should be. I don't know if he should be, but however, LA Knight is a very good match for RVD.
And he's a very safe wrestler. There's not a lot of moves that.
If it's RVD, then LA Knight needs to win.
Okay.
If it's literally anybody else on that list, then LA Knight's losing. But
I can see LA Knight beating Javon, if that's the case, or Jericho if that somehow happens. I could also see him beating Jericho, even though that would I kind of want Jericho to come back and lose. I think that would be a funny character.
Just keep losing.
Yeah, just he can't he's just he's just a bad.
The story would be I'm back in the big leagues and I lose now.
Yeah, and it's I just need to win a match, and he picks shitty people to have matches with, kind of like AEW has Max Caster where he does the open challenge. And he's I need, he has never won this open challenge. He comes out, he says, you're about to get 5 minutes with the best wrestler alive. And he has not won an open challenge match. Because, Hangman comes out, Samoa Joe, it's always the best wrestlers coming out. You could do that with Jericho or something similar.
I love that. It's a best wrestler if Roman Reigns comes out.
Yeah, it's
Brock Lesnar.
Because he comes out, his music plays, he's got swag, and it's can you survive 5 with the best wrestler alive? And then he always loses. It's cinema.
Chris Jericho is always a very entertaining loser.
Yeah.
He's a very entertaining loser.
So, like, him losing to LA would make a lot of sense. Let's pivot over to some of the sweatier wrestling fans, some of the bigger wrestling fans. This is where I was at all week, NXT and Dynamite. But before we do that, we want to give a special shout out to Boom Fantasy, the sponsor of the show. Use code RTP for a risk-free bet up to $100. On Boom Fantasy, they have a pick and spin feature. Your 2-leg parlay could cash you out 1,000 times your money. So sign up now, use code RTP. It's also the easiest way to support our show, whether that's the wrestling show, whether that's the sports show. So please use code RTP on Boom Fantasy. NXT this week, we're going to do a little segment, right? Because I don't expect you to watch NXT and Dynamite every week.
It's rough. It's hard. I caught up a lot on AEW. I just watching clips. NXT, same thing. But yeah, what do you got?
So I'll tell you what I thought about the show this week.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you if I think next week's worth watching. And I will say for NXT, I believe next week's Gold Rush, I think that's worth watching. I think we're getting Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints next week. Pretty much all of the titles are going to be on the line. We get Joe Hendry.
Possibly Obafemi probably making his return.
Could be.
Unless they're trying to...
They got to call his ass up. He better not return to NXT. That would be such a disappointment. But this week, I will say, was a snooze. The only thing on NXT that was very interesting is Chelsea Green and Ethan Page are just comedy.
Chelsea Green, just everything she does is always good, even if it's horrible. Like,
it's just always, even when they did that like trash match with Michin, you remember that?
The Secret Hervis as well. I love that's so Hervis. Stupid, but she made it so good. Like, and the people like they sold it so well. Like, she's
Did
always
we talk
good.
about her? Shout out the new United States champion Chelsea Green, winning on the roll up. And before that match started, their interactions. I would love to see Julia and Kiana James be a part of the Secret Hervis somehow. I think that would be so comedy.
Well, no, that her name was Dewdrop.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
Dewdrop. That's the craziest name.
And she's cold.
But yeah, she's hurt though. She's possibly career
ending. Yeah, could be.
Yeah. So they need. There's definitely openings.
Yeah. So I think it'd be cool to slide Julia and Kiana in there, even though it doesn't make sense because Chelsea just took her title from her. But they're actually setting up Chelsea Green. And how familiar are you with Ethan Page?
I've seen his matches. I haven't really seen many of his promos though.
Dude, he is comedy. He is like one of the funniest characters in wrestling right now. I say those two, they're the AAA mixed tag team champions. They're taking on Joe Hendry and Thea Hale, I think next week or the week after that.
I love that Joe Hendry's just an NXT guy now.
Like, he's
pretty much he's there almost every week, right?
Whenever his contract's done, it's happening. So that's the only thing I would say.
And that's who you have winning the tournament. It's Joe Hendry.
Well, settle down. Other than that, there wasn't really much else to NXT this week. Ricky and Trick are doing a thing where they're just like fighting each other every week. Kalani Jordan had a match, and that led to them talking about Rob Van Dam a lot, which is why I think.
And then Booker T got in on that too.
So I think that's why it was a good way to kind of tease that. El Grande Americano versus Josh Briggs was a very good match as well. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I don't think you really needed to watch NXT this week.
Okay.
AEW, on the other hand, I would put in the same boat, man. AEW, the first 9 months of the year, I think killed WWE, blew it out the water from weekly programming to pay-per-views. It kind of feels like they're slowing down a little bit. I haven't been too much of a fan. The last pay-per-view we watched
was great.
It was cool. It was like their worst pay-per-view to me this year.
That was the first. By the way, that was the first pay-per-view I'd ever seen of AEW. I am a pretty diehard WWE fan, but just getting into AEW really and like catching up in different things, and I thought it was good.
It was good.
The matches just went way too long.
It drags, and
the 40-minute Jurassic Express match was crazy.
The storyline hasn't. The story hasn't hit since Hangman won the belt. Even the Joe stuff is cool. That's kind of the only angle I really love.
That's the only thing that I saw that was like really cool was the Samoa Joe story keep getting progressed. But it's like they have one big storyline that the whole show is revolved around, and everything else seems like really good professional wrestling, but storyline filler level, like writing.
And that's what it is, literally at the end of the day. At least.
That's just my. I just got into AEW. That's just my impression now.
And the last 2 months have been that. So
feel free to yell at me if you think I'm wrong, or actually put me on to stuff. If there's matches that you need me to see from AEW, That could be something we could explore in the future too. There's a lot I haven't seen.
I feel like the first 9 months weren't that, but lately it has been that. So I'm not gonna go against that. Let me
so
talk.
the majority of the year has been good.
The majority of the year has been some of the best professional wrestling I've watched. Like,
okay.
Like the Cody versus Roman era. That's what this year felt like in AEW. Like it was just huge. But on this episode, we had some cool announcements, and I'm actually really excited for Full Gear from a match-by-match basis. We're getting Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander.
That should be great.
It's gonna be amazing.
Kenny Omega in any presentation that isn't the usual just singles match is always interesting. Seeing him do something that's just a little different than the usual beaten path.
And I think this is gonna set up the Bucks and Kenny Omega getting back together too.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I think we also get an interesting match, a rematch between Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. If you remember, Mark Briscoe's the Hick. So he's getting in a match with Kyle Fletcher.
And Kyle Fletcher's
amazing.
Freaky Fletcher.
Freaky Fletcher.
That's what I was like. Yeah, he's a freak. I remember seeing his match. He's great.
He's great. He's the future of AEW. He's the future of wrestling. I think he's a killer. But if this is gonna be a no disqualification match between them now, which is gonna be, it always gets ugly. But the most interesting thing about this match, if Mark Briscoe loses, he has to join the Don Callis family, which would be so funny.
Why would they want him? That's the thing. It's like, why would they want him?
Because they have 40 people in the Don Callis. They just take anyone. And I think Mark Briscoe being in the Don Callis family and not wanting to be there would be comedy. Like, it would be legitimately hilarious. So I'm looking.
Wrestling doesn't need to make total sense. It's great.
No. And Mark Briscoe, he was like, he said, Kyle Fletcher beat him by punching him in the dick. And he was like, I know that wasn't satisfying, like kissing your sister. And everyone was like, what the fuck is this guy saying? But that was very interesting on the show. I think where they're going with that. But the big highlight, the big headline, I guess, the thing that everyone was talking about, you're going to hate this. AEW announced a new title.
Just what they needed.
And right now they're having a tournament for the women's tag titles too. So they're dropping a new title, the National Championship. It's the first time this title's been back on TV in 40 years. It's actually still around. So I don't know how that's gonna. I don't know if they're setting up an angle where like the real national champion is gonna fight whoever the national champion is. They're gonna have a casino gauntlet match though, and that's all I need. Like the casino gauntlet matches. So this is what this is, right? This is AEW's Royal Rumble type of match, except two wrestlers start.
Oh, that's what MJF has.
Yeah, he won that. But this is different. This is for the title. So two wrestlers start. If you get the pin, you win the match. So, but it's like a Royal Rumble where wrestlers keep coming out. So if you get the pin early, you win. You know? If you get the pin when there's 30 people in there, you win.
So you can like sneakily get a pin in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. So but you could get thrown out the ring and stuff like that. It's literally it's a gauntlet match, but people just keep coming.
That's crazy.
It's a crazy match, and they announced the Hurt Syndicate's going to be in it, so Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin will be in it. I believe Ricochet is for sure going to be in it as well, and his guys.
Best promo in AEW, I'll tell you what.
Honestly, Ricochet?
He's getting better.
I wrote something about him.
He's getting better, actually, but...
Ricochet this is literally what I wrote. Ricochet should have never been a face, because you got to watch. Ricochet is good on the mic as a heel. It's like so weird, but this kind of like geeky bad guy, he comes out in his like jackets, and he's just, dude, he comes out and goes, aha! That's his little line.
That's what he does.
But it's like the shit we were talking about earlier, where he's just been doing it so long, where like I like it now. Like,
I guess I gotta rewatch more, because anytime I see his little stupid outfits and stuff, it's like, I get cringed out. Because I just remember Rick from WWE.
And you should, because that's what it was. But now, I wish I wrote down some lines he said, but he is just so good on the mic as a heel, and it's so funny, the cringy Ricochet, talking shit, all that.
I guess I gotta get back into it. I gotta look into it more.
This NWA National Championship though that they're bringing back, Mr. Perfect held the belt, Dusty Rhodes held the belt, Ted DiBiase held the belt.
So this is like has lineage.
Yeah, there's like real people that have held this belt before.
Wow.
And the last thing was FTR coming out there and locking up. So you remember FTR? Did we watch that much? Who's down here? No, it's probably Isaiah.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. You remember FTR, the guy with the mustache?
Yes.
So they locked Jurassic Express in their dressing room, and they had Stokely Hathaway, who's the little black guy. He's hilarious.
They just do goofy wrestling in AEW more, and I do like that. They just do more ridiculous stuff.
So they lock him in, and then Bandito's grandma's there. Mm-hmm. And they're like, "Come on, give me a kiss," and she smacks him.
What the fuck?
She smacks him.
They're kissing grandmas, dude.
Yeah, and then they cut to the locker room, and Brody King, the big guy, reaches his arm through the door to open the door.
Oh my god!
It was just comedy. So honestly, when I look back on it, this week at Dynamite was actually decent. I don't think they really announced anything that I'm super hyped about for next week.
Okay. This is just more of a regurgitation.
Regurgitation, literally.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out AEW, shout out NXT. Raw and SmackDown is where it's at, though.
That was this week.
That was this week in wrestling. So
took some tangents there. We definitely did.
Which is fine. As we get more comfortable doing this, we're gonna have less tangents because you guys are gonna. We can only have so many tangents. I can only say that Julia is better than Stephanie Barker so many times.
You can only say how much you like European men so many times.
You said that on this show. I haven't said it once on this show, actually. So they don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I seem like the gay one. Oh.
Great. Locked up. But anyway,
locked in now.
If you guys enjoyed the show, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Drop some comments for us. Shout out the sponsor of the show, Boom Fantasy, as well. Code RTP will get you a risk-free bet up to $100. John, is there anything else you want to say, brother?
Yeah, just any feedback would be much appreciated. Let us know where you think our opinions are dumb. We're just two dudes sitting in a garage currently.
A hot ass garage.
Yeah. So I'm literally sweating so much. I've been feeling so just running down my arm this is gross. But
this is wrestling.
It's wrestling, yeah. So just let us know what you think. Let us know any differing opinions that you have. We'd love to chat it up with you in the comments.
Nope. Hey, we out. Boom. Good about.